I'm Eveleth Bagwell, and I'm 92 years old. I've been a member of the church here 44 years. My husband and I moved here in Decatur in 1976. We had been in the county all this time, teaching in the schools of Kateka and Union Hill. So in 1967, we came to Decatur. We settled in the southwest part of town. After we got settled, we began thinking about church, hunting a church. So we visited a couple of them over there in the southwest. And on a Sunday afternoon, right after we moved in, we had two visitors, Alvis Briscoe and his pastor, Brother Johnson, came to visit us on Sunday afternoon. They told us all about their church, and so we said, well, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds like, what we would like to have. So we told them we would come on Sunday to their church. They told us where it was because we had no idea where Southside was. But on Wednesday night, here came Alvis Briscoe back. Now, we had known Alvis for years and years. He and Delmer grew up together. So he came back on Wednesday night with some Sunday school literature. And he said, well, I'm the director of Department 5 at Southside Baptist Church. And in that department, we have the oldest members of the church in that Department 5. And he said, I have a ladies class of the very oldest ladies in the church that I can't get a teacher for. And said, they are getting so upset about it. They say, well, we're old and nobody wants to fool with us anymore. We can't hear good, we can't get around good, and nobody wants to teach us. He said, would you come up Sunday and teach that class for me? I said, well, no, Alvis, I've never been to your church. I won't even think about it. Well, he said, they need somebody so bad. I said, come on, and well, he persuaded me. So I went up Sunday morning, but now he had told us how to get there, and he had told me, he said, now, park on the side close to the door that goes into the department, and Delmer, you go around to the front and go in the front door, and because you'll find a men's class for you there. That's what we did. We had the introduction of the little, and then he escorted me into this room where there was 8 or 10 old ladies sitting there. And Alvis said, I've brought you a teacher this morning. Those ladies jumped up out of their chairs and they began saying, thank you, Lord, thank you, Lord. We knew you was going to send us a teacher. And we've been praying and praying for you to send us a teacher. Now you did. Well, I thought, well, now the Lord didn't send me here. Alvis Briscoe was the one that brought me here, but I didn't say anything. Well, to make a long story short, I took that class, and I stayed in Department 5 all of those years. I never went to another department. I taught in there for years, and finally I got old enough to be one of the members. And today, I look back, and I thank goodness and the Lord for pushing me into that position. The Lord does have plans for us. They were looking for a teacher, and we were looking for a church. So it came together just like that. We have some good memories from our association there. I stayed in the Department 5, and Delmer went on up to the men's department and the choir and all of that. One of the memories I have is our activity leader, senior activity leader, Wayne Bowen. He was the organizer of our 39ers. So we had, that meant that we had our covered dish luncheon once a month with a good program. And then after that we had trips. We had a lot of good trips that Wayne had planned for us. We went to the World's Fair twice. We went to Disney World, and we went to Washington, D.C. And then we had one trip that wasn't so good, I would say. We were going to Branson, Missouri. If you've ever been to Branson, you know you go up mountains and down mountains, up hills and down hills. Well, I guess we were about 2 hours from Branson. We was going up this long, steep hill. The bus quit. There we were, way out in the country, nothing in there. So the men all jumped out and put their heads under the hood and ran hunting to see what the trouble was. They finally decided it was just too hot. The motor got too hot. We sat there a while, and then they got another idea. They said, I tell you, if we'll all walk to the top of the hill and wait for the bus to cool a little bit more, then maybe it will make it up the hill and we can go on. That's what we did. We all got out, we walked up the top of that hill and waited for the bus. It finally got there. We loaded on that bus and went on to Branson for our vacation. After Mr. Bowen, we had another activity leader, Wayne Baggett. Now, he keeps things moving. Everybody knows Wayne. He makes such good plans for everything. And his buses are not the kind that will quit on the mountain, you know. He gets them going. And we've had several good ministers to come in there. They're all just real good. We're so happy now that we have Brother Ben and Sonia in there to help with our leading. And I'm just glad to still be a Southside member and in the old department now. And I'll still say I'm just thankful that we have people like Jan Allison and Charlie Holland that still will put up with us old people that can't remember too much and we can't walk too good. But I think Southside is just a wonderful place. But now you have to get involved before you enjoy the church. I used to have a lady in my Sunday school class who said, when the Lord handed out talents, he just forgot me altogether. I don't have a thing that I can do. I said, Lucille, how many times do you go during the week and the month carrying food to people that are sick or somebody that needs a little cheering up? So all of our talents are not playing the piano or singing in the choir or doing big things. So I say still, if you want to be happy in a church, you got to get busy.